BlackVue DR750X Plus promises premium 1080p protection with cloud brains and stealth design. Either we've reached dashcam peace of mind in 2026, or we're paying top dollar for expensive confusion. On paper, it's stacked. Sony Starvis sensors front and rear, 1080p at up to 60 FPS on the front, buffered parking mode with built-in hardwire kit, GPS, Wi-Fi, and optional LTE module for cloud alerts. Sounds criminally generous, right? But here's the thing, specs don't always translate to real-world saves when plates blur and apps crash. Here's what caught my attention during night drives, crowded parking lots, and a week of heat soak. And yes, I actually hardwired it and daily drove it for 30 days across city and highway. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after a month of testing. Let's set expectations. The DR750X Plus claims to deliver reliable full HD evidence day and night, seamless parking protection, and remote access through the BlackVue cloud. The big marketing promises. 1080p Sony Starvis front and rear with excellent night performance. 60 FPS front camera for smoother motion and better plate capture at speed. Built-in parking mode with voltage monitoring, buffered impact motion, and time-lapse. Always connected features via Wi-Fi and optional LTE for live alerts and viewing. Sounds solid, right? Pretty bold claims for something that tops many best of lists, but here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim best-in-class 1080p with 60 FPS that helps read plates at speed. What you actually get is very good daytime clarity and smoother motion, but plate capture is still highly situational. Here's why. Motion blur plus compression equals lost detail. At highway speeds, even 60 FPS can't freeze a retro-reflective plate at night without shorter shutter and higher bitrate. The DR750X Plus prioritizes balanced exposure and low noise, which looks nice, but it can smear small characters when you and the target are moving in opposite directions. Reality check. It will catch plates when you're stopped behind a car or at moderate speeds in good light. It won't magically freeze plates in rain at 70 mph. That's not switching to magic, that's expensive confusion. They claim reliable parking surveillance with built-in hardwire and buffered recordings. What you actually get is one of the cleaner implementations out there. The camera drops into parking mode automatically when the ignition cuts. It has voltage cutoff to protect your battery, and you can choose motion impact or 1 FPS time lapse with event tagging. Evidence. I triggered multiple parking bumps with a hockey puck test and got 10 seconds of pre-impact buffer plus aftermath. The catch, motion detection outdoors will fill your card fast. Here's where it gets mathematically important. At higher bitrates, front plus rear can hit roughly the mid-20s Mbps. That's about 3.2 mbs or 0.5 GB per hour. On the included 32 GB card, you're looping in under 3 hours. If you park all day, you need at least 128 GB to avoid overwriting before you return. They claim cloud peace of mind. What you actually get is useful push notifications and occasional frustration. Live view and remote clips are great when it works, but you'll need the optional LTE module and a data plan for true 24/7 connectivity away from home Wi-Fi. The free cloud tier is limited and uploads can stall in weak signal areas. Evidence. During testing, I got consistent impact notifications at home Wi-Fi, but over LTE, I saw delayed thumbnails and one missed push during a brief network dropout. Let's be real here, it's better than nothing, but it's not a security system replacement. They claim stealth and reliability. You do get a sleek, screenless tube that disappears behind the mirror, voice prompts that tell you status, and good heat tolerance. I parked in a baking lot at 96 degrees F ambient. The unit stayed recording and didn't thermal shut, though it did announce high temperature mode once and lowered bitrate. The plot twist. BlackVue is picky with microSD. Use their card or a proven high-endurance one and format regularly in camera. Ignore this and you'll meet the dreaded check SD card message. Here's where things get interesting. The DR750X Plus competes directly with cheaper 2K, 4K rivals. If you crave razor-sharp daytime plates, a 4K front cam like Viafo A139 Pro or Thinkware U3000 will out-resolve it. But the BlackVue wins on parking integration, stealth, and a mature cloud ecosystem. Video quality, daytime is crisp with balanced HDR and controlled highlights. The 60 FPS front smooths motion, which helps when panning past traffic. Night is where Starvis pays off. Less noise, decent shadow detail, but expect headlight bloom and occasional smear on high contrast plates. In my tests, readable plates were reliable under 40 mph with street lighting, hit or miss above that, and rare in heavy rain. Parking mode and power. The included hardwiring harness with voltage monitor is a big win. Buffered recordings captured the lead up to events, and time-lapse at 1 FPS conserved storage while tagging impacts in full frame rate. With front plus rear at higher bitrate, a 128 GB card gave me roughly 10-12 hours of continuous standard parking recording before looping. Time-lapse stretched that dramatically. What the marketing doesn't mention: if your car battery is small or old, set a conservative voltage cutoff or you'll learn about jump starters the hard way. Cloud and app setup is painless with QR pairing. Live view and push alerts worked, but the app occasionally failed to pull a clip over LTE until I retried. Also, many cloud perks beyond the basics sit behind paid tiers, and the LTE Module Plus data plan adds ongoing cost. Here's what nobody tells you: relying solely on cloud uploads for evidence is risky. Always pull the local card after a serious incident. Build and reliability. The cylindrical body is discreet, adhesive mount is solid, and the coaxial cable for the rear cam is thin enough to hide. Supercapacitor power is the right choice for heat. Voice prompts and the gesture sensor to tag events are actually useful. Red flags: microSD sensitivity, the need for regular formatting, and no display for quick alignment or on-the-spot playback. Not deal breakers, but know the trade-offs. Verdict: recommended with caveats. If you value stealthy design, dependable parking mode with real buffering, and a mature cloud ecosystem you can grow into, the DR750X Plus earns its premium. It's worth it if you want a set and forget 1080p system that's reliable in heat and easy to live with. Skip this unless you pair it with at least a 128 GB high-endurance card, and skip it if your number one priority is crystal clear license plates at highway speeds. Look at a 4K front camera instead. Pricing floats, but expect mid to high hundreds for the 2-channel kit, plus extra for LTE and larger storage. Value is good if you use the features. Overpriced if you only need basic recording. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about setup, battery cutoff, or whether you should go 4K? Drop them below. Next up, I'm pitting this against a budget 4K duo in a plate capture stress test. Stay savage out there.